My four-legged friends. I believe that dogs bring deep joy and protection to people's lives. Ever since I can remember, I've had a dog being a part of my life. When I was born, my parents rescued an English Llewellyn Setter hunting dog from a gentleman who needed to find a home for the young dog that was currently living outside. The kind man was moving and did not want to abandon the vulnerable dog that found shelter in his barn. My parents wholeheartedly accepted the stray and named him Limey. If my family had not taken the dog, I hate to think of the difficult life he would have had trying to search for food in order to survive. Although my family was technically the ones who saved Limey, I feel like Limey saved me. He was my best friend and was on my side since day one. One time in my life, when I was about 5 or 6 years old, I went for a walk in the woods with my mom and Limey on a warm summer afternoon. I remember stopping and looking at the ground because I saw a rock glistening in the sunlight that was protruding out of the ground. I had tried to dig it up, however, it was very challenging because of the size of the rock and the hardness of the soil. My mom walked ahead of me, and by the time I dug it up, I had no idea where she went. The path split up into 4 different paths, each going a different way, and because I was lost, my first instinct as a 6-year-old was to cry. It felt like 20 minutes went by, and I was still alone in the middle of the woods as the sun was starting to set. I was panicking and was losing hope in finding my mom because I had been walking down multiple different paths and did not know where I was going. Suddenly, the silence was broken. I heard panting. There my dog was running towards me, and I've never felt more relieved. Ever since that day, I knew my dog would protect me. He was my guardian angel, and I knew he would keep me safe from that day forward. Limey lived a wonderful 16 years of life filled with love and joy, excitement and joy. But he unfortunately passed away 8 years ago when I was 10. That year was one of the hardest years of my life because I had lost my best buddy who would do everything for me. I never left his side, and we were even together when I went to bed. After a year and a half without my dog, my mom surprised me with a German short-haired puppy who I named Moose. Moose cannot replace Limey, but he has a special place in my heart and is my best friend too. He has been with me for 7 years and brings me joy every day. For example, last weekend I was lying on the ground in my kitchen, and he came up beside me and laid down on my face. Although my 50-pound dog kinda crushed my face, he made me smile because he always wants to be on or close to me. During high school, I struggled with my stress levels because of the overwhelming amount of homework I needed to complete every day. When I would get home, the first thing I would do was pet Moose. He somehow knew that I was down because he would nudge my forehead with his wet nose. Moose never did that to anyone else in my family except me. He lowers my stress and gives me the comfort I need. Based on the experiences I have, I believe that dogs provide people with great comfort and protection. Unlike humans, dogs will always come back to people and stay loyal to them no matter what happens. Dogs make the world a better place, and I believe they are one of God's many gifts. They possess a special skill for knowing exactly how we feel and how they can help. They are humans' furry, four-legged friends with large and loyal hearts. They comfort us through the difficult times, protect us through the bad times, and love us all the time.